Hello. Today we'll be doing how to interpret music and make it your own. So this is actually a very interesting process. But the first bit of it is be familiar with a piece you're trying to alternate and make it your own. So I will actually be doing an example here today. I'm doing a song called Insecure by Tom Misch, and it goes as this. Yeah, you get the gist of it. So the first thing we can experiment with is firstly the tone. And see what we can do. The song is originally on acoustic guitar, which I have right here. What you can do is scrap that completely and make a bit of a change. Electric guitar, you know? This makes the performance have a bit of a spin on it, a completely different tone, you know? And it offers a bit more experimentation with tones as such, and the amplifier obviously can be used to especially add expression to yourself. But secondly, what we can mess around with is the timings and the articulation, I believe it's called. So instead of playing it as the flow goes, we can slow it down a bit, add a bit of silence between notes to add a bit of tension perhaps. So yeah, the riff goes. What we can do is something like this. Yeah, you get the gist. But we can add many stuff, okay? Such as bends, vibratos, slides, arpeggios is a very good one, I'd say. An alternate sounding version could be a bit like this. Already sounds a bit different, and if you're an artist that sings, not me, but if you sing, you can add your very own vocal spin on it to match the guitar part, you know? But also what's very interesting is key modulation, for example. See, because the original riff is in, I actually don't know, but it goes like this. And what we can do to make it a bit more uplifted is move it up a few frets. See, I think that already sounds very much more different. And there's a later section of the song which goes like, which is simply chords being strummed. But what I'd like to do is put a bit of a little spin by arpeggioing them, which provides our own interpretation of the piece. So instead of like just strumming like this, what we can do is a bit of, it already adds a bit more, I'd say, thickness to it. It slows it down a bit and makes it more expressive than simple strumming. So that is a basic example, and you can take this to much further heights. I would just say this is just a bit of experimentation, and the more experimentation the better, you know. It's a process where you build from one thing, then you build another thing, you stack it all together to make your own very own masterpiece and a fantastic spin on a already pre-existing song, you know. And that's the beauty of music. You can put your spin on things that already exist and personalize it. Yes.